Welcome back to Grammar Grade 6. This is Unit 7, Lesson 47, and today we get to have a little fun. We're learning about interjections, the words we use when a feeling bursts out of us. Wow! Ouch! Hooray! Oops! Those quick little bursts are interjections. They're also the last piece of Unit 7, so once you've got these, you've mastered prepositions, conjunctions, and interjections together. Let's jump in. So, what exactly is an interjection? An interjection is a word, or sometimes a short group of words, that shows sudden or strong feeling. Think about the moment a feeling just pops out of you. Maybe it's surprise, or pain, or joy, or relief, or a flash of worry. The word you blurt out in that moment is an interjection. It's a quick reaction, a little burst of emotion that jumps out before the rest of your thought even arrives. Here's the good news. You already know dozens of interjections. You use them all the time. Wow! Ouch! Oh, hey! Yikes! Hooray! Oops! Phew! Say each one out loud and you can practically feel the emotion inside it. Wow is amazement. Ouch is a jab of pain. Hooray is celebration. Phew is sweet relief. Each of these little words carries a whole feeling all by itself without any help from the rest of the sentence. Now, how do we punctuate these bursts? It depends on how strong the feeling is. When the emotion is strong, a big burst, we set the interjection off with an exclamation point, and we let it stand completely on its own. Watch. Wow, that trick was amazing. See how wow gets its own exclamation point? That mark says the feeling is loud and full. The interjection stands apart, and then the sentence continues after it. Strong feeling means an exclamation point. But not every feeling is a big explosion. Sometimes it's mild, a gentle little reaction. In that case, we don't shout, so we use a comma instead of an exclamation point. Look at this one. Well, I suppose so. The word well shows just a soft, thoughtful feeling, so a comma sets it off from the rest of the sentence. Same idea with, oh, I didn't notice that. A mild interjection gets a comma. A strong one gets an exclamation point. That's the whole rule. Here's something neat. The very same interjection can be strong in one sentence and mild in another, and the punctuation is what tells them apart. Take the word oh. If I say, "Oh, you scared me half to death," that's a strong shock, so it gets an exclamation point. But if I say, "Oh, that's a nice idea," that's a calm, gentle oh, so it just gets a comma. Same word, two different strengths. Let the feeling decide the mark. Now, here's an important idea about how interjections behave. They stand apart from the rest of the sentence. They're not really connected to the grammar. Look at this. Yikes, a spider is on the wall. The part after yikes, a spider's on the wall, is already a complete sentence all by itself. If you remove yikes, the sentence still works perfectly. That's the clue that yikes is an interjection. It adds feeling on top, but it isn't doing any grammar job inside the sentence. One quick word of advice for your own writing. Interjections are fun, but a little goes a long way. If every other sentence shouts, wow, oh, yikes, hooray, oops, the reader stops feeling anything because it's just noise. The trick is to save your interjections for a real moment of feeling. One well-placed wow lands much harder than 5 in a row. So sprinkle them in gently, especially in stories and dialogue, and let each one count. Let's lock it in before we practice. First, ask, Is this word a quick burst of feeling that stands apart from the sentence? If yes, it's an interjection. Then choose the mark by the strength of the feeling. Strong feeling takes an exclamation point. Mild feeling takes a comma. And remember, either way, the interjection sits apart from the sentence's grammar, adding emotion without doing a grammar job. Feeling word, then pick the mark. Ready to try a few? In this first set, I'll show you a sentence, and your job is to spot the interjection, the word that bursts with feeling. Remember, it stands apart from the rest of the sentence. Pause the video and try each one yourself before I give the answer. Hooray! Our team finally won the championship. Which word is the interjection? Listen for the burst of feeling. Hooray! That's pure celebration, and it stands apart from the rest of the sentence. Team and won are just regular parts of the sentence. So the interjection is hooray. Ouch, I stubbed my toe on the doorway. Find the burst of feeling. Ouch! That's the little yelp of pain, and it's set apart at the front with a comma. Toe and doorway are just nouns in the sentence, so the interjection is ouch. Phew, I thought I had lost my keys. Where's the feeling word? Phew, that's the sound of relief, the breath you let out when something turns out okay. It stands apart from the rest. Thought and keys are ordinary sentence words, so the interjection is phew. Now for set 2. Each sentence starts with an interjection, and you decide which mark it needs. Strong feeling takes an exclamation point. Mild feeling takes a comma. Pause and think about how strong the feeling is before I answer. Yikes! That thunder was incredibly loud. How strong is that feeling? Yikes is a real jolt of alarm here, a big burst. Strong feeling means the interjection stands alone with an exclamation point. So the answer is the exclamation point. Well, maybe we can try again tomorrow. Listen to that well. It's soft and thoughtful, not a shout at all. That's a mild feeling, so it's set off with a comma, not an exclamation point. So the answer is the comma. Oops, I spilled juice all over the table. Think about that oops. It's a sudden burst, an instant reaction to a real accident. So the feeling is strong. Strong feeling takes an exclamation point. So the answer is the exclamation point. Let's wrap up, and with it, all of Unit 7. An interjection is a word that shows sudden or strong feeling, like wow, ouch, or hooray. When the feeling is strong, it stands alone with an exclamation point. When it's mild, you set it off with a comma. And an interjection always stands apart, so if you remove it, the sentence still works. That's the last piece of Unit 7. Prepositions, conjunctions, and interjections. All mastered. Wonderful work. I'll see you in the next unit.